Morning. I got to show you this crap. See that white crap falling from the sky? Garbage. We knew this was coming for like a week. They've been talking about it. We've been preparing for it, getting things ready for the snow. I don't think we're going to get much more than this. The ground temperature is still warm, so it's melting just as fast as it's coming down. But yesterday I was cutting corn, and all of a sudden I had all kinds of buzzers and warning lights, everything going off in the combine, and all of a sudden it started smelling belts burning. So I shut her down, got out, got looking, and my clean grain elevator chain broke. As soon as I opened this trap door right here, all this chain fell out onto the ground. So that's not a good thing. And considering today is Sunday, I'm not going to be able to get parts for it today. Depending on if I just need a master link for that chain, I could probably get one at like TL. Good old GoPro keeps cutting out. But anyway, we won't be cutting today anyway because the snow's sticking to the plants, and with snow sticking to the plants, it will ice up the inside of the machine and throw all the corn out the back instead of going into the hopper. So we are going to, I have all the parts and all the bolts and nuts for the timpte trailer. We're going to put that together today, get that out of the shop, and get this into the shop so we can get that clean grain elevator chain repaired. You know, because I'm not going to work on it out here in the snow and the mud and everything else. Basically, today's a repair day. Let me get you up to speed on what we're doing here. I have this hopper bottom assembled. The door's on, the rollers are on. I have the seals are like duct tape in place because you got to pop rivet them in place. So one hopper is assembled, just needs to be put up. And I have the old hopper off, which is that one right there. And it's going to go into this hole. So you're up to speed there. I have to pop rivet these seals on, put that on a pallet on the skid steer, and use the skid steer to hold it up. And then I have to go inside and drill. There's already holes in the hopper. I don't want to make any more holes, so I'm going to use the existing holes, drill through those into the new one so I can get it all bolted in place. And then finish assembling it, like put the arm on there, the opener and the closer wheel, get all that assembled and done, and then move on and do the back hopper. The new door is up there. It's attached with a few bolts. I have all the bolts drilled, or the holes for the bolts drilled, and bolts through them, no nuts on them yet. I was inside doing, you know, some zip ends and drilling holes and things like that, and both my batteries have died on my battery operated guns. So now I gotta wait for them to charge so I can finish my holes. But in the meantime, I can put washers and nuts on all the bolts sticking through the holes and just use a ratchet and tighten them up. I mean, it's exhausting doing it that way, but I can run a ratchet instead of a... My GoPro keeps shutting off. It must be too cold for it. What is the temperature in here? It is 42 degrees in the barn. Garbage. I have run into a situation where I need help. Mounting the handle to close the door, I had to put in 4 bolts. The problem is I got to be on the inside of the trailer holding a wrench while someone's out here tightening because my arms aren't long enough to do it all. But it is on. The door is operable. I just don't have the mechanism. Like I was saying, I don't have the mechanism on because I need help. But I'm tearing this one apart right now. I'm getting ready to go inside there with the grinder and grind the rivets off. And for some reason my GoPro keeps shutting off. I'm gonna go put you guys on the charger in the truck and maybe that'll help. Who knows? Okay, let's try this again. Maybe you guys won't shut off on me now that you're fully charged. I have got both doors installed. I have someone coming over to help me I gotta go inside and hold a wrench while they tighten these 4 bolts and then 4 on that side. And then the handle can go on. The handle holder goes there. And then this goes up like that. You get it. But this is a pain in the butt. It's a good upgrade because if you look, our old frame was cracked really bad. They were getting really bad. And this is the upgraded doors for these trailers. We had the old style, we got the new style now. Hopefully we can get another 10, 15 years out of this trailer now. Or we're gonna trade it in and get rid of the piece of junk. Timpte sucks. Morning. I figured I'd continue this video on to the next day. I think it's here. I think Old Man Winter is here. It's 21 degrees outside, and it's officially the season of driving around with your left arm out the window, flipping windshield wiper blades. And with that being said, I have a question for all you engineers out there that design cars and things like that. Why is it with all the technology that we have these days, I mean everything, we cannot design a car that when you open the door, snow doesn't fall on the seat? Okay, I quit this project around 5 o'clock yesterday. I was going to record more, but it turned into a complete bad language session, and because the grandkids watch this, and I try to keep bad language off. But I do have both of the doors mounted, and they are operating. I do have to pick up a couple more washers. The bolts, I ran out of bolts that mount this for the handle. I have to go pick up some more bolts for that, and I ran out of bolts to finish up this back tub. So I'm gonna run to the store, pick up some bolts, probably some washers and nuts, and come back. We're gonna wrap this thing up and get it out of here and get the combine in here so I can get the combine, get a list of parts I need for the combine and track those down, and hopefully get the combine back up and running this afternoon. Timpte trailer's done. It's ready to be loaded and tested out and see if I screwed up anywhere. There have been people in and out of here all day, but I do have the combine, and the clean grain elevator chain broke, and when it broke, it went up, wrapped itself around at the top sprocket, and is seized there, which caused it to stop, which locked everything up and caused the belt to burn and everything. So Right now I'm trying to get that chain dislodged without dropping it all the way down the elevator. But at this point, if I can get it dislodged, I'll deal with the chain out of the system. But I'm having a tough time getting it dislodged. Nothing's ever easy, that's for sure. It's right there. I think I need to turn it just a little bit to get it on the very bottom, and then I can go and buy a new master link for it. It's a CA550 HD chain, so I need to go find a master link for that. I do have a I have a 550 master link, but not the HD. What I have will work, it's just not the heavy duty. And the way my luck goes, I'll put that link in there and it won't be strong enough and break 20 minutes later. I pinched my finger in the pliers, so now I got a blood blister starting. Garbage. The John Deere dealer did not have that master link. They did say they'd have it by tomorrow, so push comes to shove, we'll put it in tomorrow. But I can tighten that belt back up, get some guards on here, maybe run the grease gun over this thing while it's in the shop. I can't cut anyway. And kind of just do a little once over. Look at all that corn. Corn. Well, I'm at a standstill for this until that chain link comes in. And I've got the timpte trailer done and ready for action. So I might go home early today. Go home early and just kind of relax. We can't. I don't know if we're going to get back to cutting tomorrow or not. The snow does not affect corn, nor does rain affect corn like it does beans. Right now, what I need to do is I need the snow to melt off the plants themselves, like the stalks and the cobs, because if there's a bunch of snow still on the plants as it goes through the machine, it'll ice up the combine, and then we won't be putting corn in the tank, we'll be blowing corn out the back. So I have to wait for the snow to melt off the plants, and then I can get back to cutting, and hopefully it won't be too muddy because I hate slinging mud. But at this point it is what it is, and I got to come off the field. So I'm in the video here. Go home and relax and hit it hard tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.